In today's show, the Bitcoin price on the verge of a 1,000% rally, according to crazy accurate analysts who predicted the $6,400 bottom. We're talking about crypto analyst Dave the Wave, and 10x Bitcoin from here would put the Bitcoin value at $100,000. Also in today's episode, I'll share with you a prediction model which shows the Bitcoin tidal wave to 100,000 increasingly likely, according to former Coinbase executive. And also in today's episode, the crypto markets are in a sea of red right now as Bitcoin begins its correction. How low will the Bitcoin price drop? We'll be taking a look at what popular crypto analyst Josh Rager has to share regarding this correction / pullback, as well as Satoshi Flipper. And we will be analyzing the overall cryptocurrency market. The only top crypto in the green right now is Link, which is continuing to surge. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? What's to come with alts? Discover all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news as soon as it's released. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's dive right into today's top story. Bitcoin on the verge of a 1,000% rally, says crazy accurate analyst who predicted the $6,400 bottom. There are a few Bitcoin traders that have been as accurate as Dave the Wave over the past year. The pseudonymous crypto trader predicted in the middle of 2019 that the price of the asset would retrace to the mid 6,000s to enter a long-term buying zone after the over 300% rally that brought Bitcoin from 3,150 to 14,000 in a few months' time. Bitcoin did just that, bottoming at 6,400 on December 18th, briefly entering the buy zone Dave the Wave laid out, offering investors with a rare opportunity to purchase the crypto at the peak of the feasible risk-return curve. Now, according to his accolades, he confirmed he thought the low 3,000s were the point at which Bitcoin would find a macro bottom in late December, and more recently, he said Bitcoin would continue to surge higher towards 11,000, noting that the crypto formed a parabola since the December 2019 bottom. For the longest time, investors have been waiting for Bitcoin to hit $100,000. Can I get an amen? Are you one of them? I know I am. Many think that this price will make the world from Wall Street to Main Street have true belief in Bitcoin. Right now, however, it seems entirely unfeasible for Bitcoin to hit 100,000 in the medium term, for this price point lies around 1,000% higher than the current market price of about $10,000 flat. But according to Dave the Wave, the crypto is still on a clear trajectory to enter a 6-digit price point in the coming 2 to 3 years. Checking out his tweet here on crypto Twitter, he wrote, "For those getting stuck or confused on the shorter term call, here's my view going forward. If you're a holder investor, ignore the short term calls and focus on the medium to long term. Main point being a consolidation to the buy zone would set Bitcoin up nicely for its run." And he included this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. Dave backed this prediction by pointing out that crypto's on the verge of finishing a fractal correction and is about to break past of a long-term descending trend line, which marked the 2 swing tops over the past 2 years. A move past the trend line, which will soon line up with the long-term buying zone for Bitcoin, is likely to kick off a rally to $100,000, Dave suggested. While this may sound crazy, the analyst's accolades make this forecast that much more believable, not to mention an eerily accurate price model from Plan B. A pseudo-anonymous quantitative analyst working for a European institution predicts the fair price of Bitcoin will be somewhere in the range of $55,000 to $100,000 in the wake of May 2020's block reward halving. The model, which has been back-tested to a 95% R-squared, which means extremely accurate, suggests the price of Bitcoin is closely correlated with how scarce it is to an exponential extent, meaning every reduction in the asset's inflation rate should have an extremely strong effect on pushing prices higher. And checking out the Bitcoin block reward halving countdown, we have 85 days, 20 hours, 54 minutes, and 33 seconds left. But who's counting? Well, I am. I count every day here on the show to bring awareness to this infamous event occurring estimated May 12th, 2020. Are you excited for it? If so, drop me a comment right down below. And where do you think the Bitcoin price will be at the time of the halving in just 85 days? I would love to know. I think we're going to be inching towards a new all-time high for Bitcoin, preferably above 15,000. And then I think after the halving, sometime this year in 2020, we will, without a shadow of a doubt, see a new all-time high for the Bitcoin price of above $20,000. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know your prediction right down below. And expanding on this tweet from Dave the Wave, so you can see where he's coming from, he also wrote new thread for medium-term analysis going forward, link to the previous thread, and I'm going to include all these links in the show notes below the video in the description so you can check it out. So this was back on January 9th. He wrote new thread going forward for the first quarter, looking for the spike to consolidate back to the 7,000 odd green zone of the pitchfork. All good for the low, being in the prices recovering over the course of the year. And then there's some more good analysis breakdowns from Dave the Wave. And let's check out some of the comments. This meme in particular never gets old. So thank you, AVR Crypto, and HODL be thy name. Armin Wolson wrote, your charts are extremely crisp with this new setup you have, and thanks for sharing the chart. Looking forward to Monday. Crypto Goddess responded, so like March next year for a new all-time high. And Dave the Wave responded 11 hours ago saying, sustainable high, yes. All right, now for a prediction model which shows Bitcoin tidal wave to $100,000 increasingly likely, says former Coinbase executive. Let's check it out. A pair of predictions on the future price of Bitcoin just hit the cryptoverse. Crypto news alerts, just hit the cryptoverse. Kind of sound cool, right? A trader and analyst who goes by the name Crypto Rand says he's feeling extremely bullish. The strategist tells his 217,000 followers on Twitter that Bitcoin's movements below 20,000 are a mere sideshow as the leading crypto gears up for a big rise to $100,000. He shared on crypto Twitter, price movements under 20,000 have only been a distraction to shake you out before $100,000. Hashtag Bitcoin. Former Coinbase Chief Technology Officer Balaji is also contemplating Bitcoin's rise to 100,000 on Friday. This dude compared the rising price of Bitcoin to the emergence of COVID 2019, also known as the coronavirus. He says that the stochastic method applies to both Bitcoin and the virus. Mathematicians use stochastic models to estimate the probability of an outcome as variables randomly change. In the case of Bitcoin, the variable is price. For the coronavirus 2019, the variable is the number of cases, right? So according to this analysis, Bitcoin is far more likely to reach 100,000 after surpassing 10,000. The same is true for the coronavirus 2019. The virus became exponentially more likely to cross 100,000 cases after topping 10,000 cases. He wrote, in 2009, it was unlikely that Bitcoin would cross 100,000, but conditional on Bitcoin having already crossed 10,000, it was more likely to cross 100,000. On December 1st, 2019, it was unlikely the virus would cross 100,000 cases, but having accelerated past 10,000, it was more likely to cross 100,000. Despite very different underlying dynamics, the general concept of conditional on this improbable event having already happened, we need to update our probability of the future is applicable. Bitcoin is yet to return to its all-time high of just over 20,000 set in December of 2017. Although many influencers and analysts in the world of crypto are predicting Bitcoin is just getting started, a number of economists, including Nouriel Roubini, say it will never return to its former days of glory. Bitcoin haters. Shout out to Peter Schiff while we're on the topic of Bitcoin haters, right? So what are your thoughts? Do you think Bitcoin will likely hit $100,000 potentially this year or next year as a result of the halving and scarcity built into the cryptocurrency? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now let's take a quick look at the overall cryptocurrency market. As you can see, all major cryptos are in the red right now, minus Chainlink, which just seen a new all-time high for 2020. It hit about $4.75. So Link is extremely bullish, and this is a good sign for that crypto considering the entire market is in the red right now. So Bitcoin is trading below $10,000, down 3% in the past 24 hours, trading at 9,918. It's important for Bitcoin to inch closer above this $10,000 mark, of course, but I think overall this correction in the crypto market is healthy. Please consider Bitcoin just climbed about 50% since January from the start of the year. So I think it's totally natural to see a flash crash slash correction like we're witnessing right now. 3% is nothing. Bitcoin will eventually inch back above the $10,000 major psychological resistance, and I'd like to see it close above 10,500 to continue its bullish trajectory. Now, Ethereum down 5%, trading at $266. XRP down 9%, trading at 30 cents. EOS down almost 12%, trading at $4.61. Miss Litecoin down 4%, trading at $77. So as you can see, I mean, I'm not going to read them all out here. It's obvious the market is correcting and almost everything is in the red minus Chainlink. So go Chainlink. If you're bullish on Chainlink for 2020, drop me a comment right down below and let's get to the last story for the day. Crypto markets see red as Bitcoin begins correction. How low will the Bitcoin price drop? Well, crypto markets hit a peak total market cap of $308 billion yesterday before one swift dump just like that resulted in an $18 billion outflow. A very slight recovery to $295 billion has followed in early Asian trading, but a larger correction is now looking likely. So Bitcoin back below 10K. Bitcoin prices fell sharply in late trading on Saturday, plunging to support at 9,800 according to TradingView.com, as you can see right here on your screen in the graph. Since then, Bitcoin returned to 5 figures, but only just further losses are expected as the asset cools from several weeks of upward momentum. That's the correction happening right now. Trader and analyst Josh Rager noted that there's nothing wrong with a couple weeks of downward price action, which is healthy for the markets. Taking a look at what Josh Rager has to share here on Crypto Twitter, he wrote, "Stay encouraged with any pullbacks. After multiple weeks of green, a couple weeks of downward price action would be fine. Many were looking for the opportunity to buy, and this could present ample opportunities." And I agree 100% with what Josh Rager has to share. Checking out some of the responses. Lego My Crypto wrote, "What do you do when your Link and UBT don't dip?" And Josh Rager responded, "All assets correct. Nothing goes straight up. Link dropped down to $4.08 today, 10 to 15%, then bounced. Always opportunities. Touche." Crypto Bond responded, "You think Ethereum correction to mid 200s still?" And Josh Rager responded, "It's at 260s already. So far, so good." Juan Tan responded, "When's the real dip?" And Josh Rager responded, "Let's nuke to 10,000 and buy all the Bitcoins." Since its 2020 peak late last week, Bitcoin lost around 4.5% to current levels. The two support zones below it are 9750 and around 9300, which is where it will probably head first. Buyers may not start loading up again until Bitcoin drops into the $8,000 range. Others remain bullish, stating that this was barely a blip and markets are still very strong. Taking a look at this tweet from Satoshi Flipper, he wrote, "Alts barely flinched during the Bitcoin dump. In fact, it was barely a dump and there was barely a dip to buy. All signs of how strong this market is and how strong Bitcoin and alts are. Anyone who says they see weakness is just seeing a mirage in their head, or maybe a reflection in the mirror." The current crypto market cap is sitting at $292 billion, so we were as high as $308 billion before the flash crash, and the volume in the past 24 hours is $171 billion, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 61.9%. Yesterday it was 62% even, so it continues taking a step back as the alts were climbing until this flash crash, and now they're all back in the red. So top 100 cryptos by market cap. Let's start by checking out the top gainers. Chainlink up 6%, leading the pack, currently trading at $4.74. OKB up 3.5%, trading at just below $7. FTX token up 3%, trading at $2.65. PundiX up 1%, trading at 0.0002. And Tether, a stable coin, up 0.19%, trading at $1. And that's kind of sad when these are the top gainers. How many are in the green out of the top 100? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the top 100 coins are in the green and the rest are in the red. So let's check out these losses, okay? Wax leading the pack, down almost 25%, trading at just below 6 cents. Golem down 16%, trading at 7 cents. Steam down 16%, trading at just below 24 cents. Theta down 15%, trading at 14.6 cents. And Ethereum Classic down 14%, trading at $10.10. And AOF down 14.4%, trading at 12.7 cents. sense. So as you can see, the market is definitely looking bearish here in the short term. And checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are in control, leading with about 217 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 53.8% versus 46.1% longs. Are you bullish or bearish right now on Bitcoin? Drop me a comment and let me know right down below. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, we're currently rated a 59 in greed. Yesterday was a 64 in greed, and last week was a 57 in greed, and last month a 48, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the crypto greed and fear index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And this has been pretty accurate. I think it's a great indicator because time after time again, when the market gets allegedly too greedy, we see a correction, and that tends to be how it plays out. And I want to encourage you to check out the description below this video by clicking on show more. You'll notice a detailed analysis and breakdown, and this goes for all of my videos here on YouTube. And I also include some very helpful resources, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. This is updated each and every day with the latest episode, in which you could download, and I encourage you to do so. I'm going to also assume you've already subscribed on YouTube because you're a smart cryptopreneur. And also, we're on all major podcasting platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn, and the list goes on and on. So whichever podcasting community you're active in, please subscribe and help support the show. It means a lot. Also, of course, you can follow us on Twitter for the latest crypto news alerts. And I also have a private crypto Facebook group, now 17,000 plus strong. All you need to do to request to join is click the link, and then I'll plug you in and add you. And I also have a private crypto Telegram chat. All you need to do is click this link from a mobile device and you'll be added. And I look forward to connecting with you inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you got value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news as soon as it's released. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below the video in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Deuces.